We got the new hero and the hero challenges, the princess and the ring that we will be playing through, checking out the dialogue, unlocking Flatline, hopefully a legendary unlocking her, and then testing her out, checking out her animations as well. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments, how far were you able to get? I anticipate that we should be able to get this done, but I only have a couple level 70 tunes. The other ones might be holding me back a little bit, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Anyways, certainly excited for this character, certainly excited for the new Siege character, excited for the reworks, gonna be testing out Poison Ivy. We only have 2 level 70 tunes. We got Black Canary, who typically isn't very good in these sort of challenges. Desaad, though, might be able to save us. I do have another level 70 in Cheetah. One problem we might have, though, is our lack of sustain. We really don't have too much when it comes to healing or anything like that. We'll just have to see how it goes once we get to the last couple challenges. But anyways, first off, we got Green Lantern here, so it's cool. I'll be interested to see the dialogue in this just because, well, she's a fairly new character in comics, and so I kind of like to see where they go with it. Anyways, Green Lantern. You were the one that killed Robin. Okay, so I knew she had something to do with Robin. Aren't you a little bit young to be fighting for the Lord of Death? Not my first Lord of Death, as you will not be my first kill. I'm eager to test my black ring against you. Black ring? She has a black ring? She like with Necron or something? Like, what's going on here? Anyways, scram, kid. This is no place for you. Playing with the likes of Necron. So she is with Necron. You are just going to get hurt. Just like my family, you fear what you don't understand. You see death as evil, but death is a natural state of things. Living creatures are just a perturbation of balance. I don't even know what that word is. That's weird. Anyways, I have seen plenty of death worshippers in my time, kid. You are no different from them. It never ends well. All my life, I was drawn to death. Ending up with Necron was my destiny, as yours is to die at my hands. Wow, she's a big talker. Seems like you're trying to reason with you. Seems like trying to reason with you is no use. Tough love it is. Yo, that was a little bit harder than I thought. Step out of the shadow, Damien. I know you are watching my fight from the Green Pest. With the Green Pest. Sharp as ever, Nika. Are you running from me too? I would like to avoid killing you. Again. Are you afraid to lose? Remember that this time there is no coming back. You have lived a little bit longer if you stayed out of my way. But what's the fun in that? Okay. So you're stronger than last time, and so are you. The difference is I don't have to kill people to steal their powers or use magic death rings. The gifts from death are mine by right. The word of by word of Lord Necron. This Lord, the thing with Necron is certainly confusing me. I don't remember that. I mean, I knew a little bit about her, but I don't know. I guess I just missed that whole part. Are you still yapping about that skullhead freak? I thought that you were better than that, Nika. Don't bother with her, Damien. She is beyond saving now. The black rings infect the host's body and mind like a parasite. I see that you are harder to shake than I thought. The Green Lantern's light will always be there to vanquish the shadows. Soon there will be nothing but shadows. Made it to the very last battle now. Not much dialogue in between the very beginning and all the way now. And Flatline has been pretty much the boss the entire way. So we're still going to play it on auto. We've done okay, even though a couple of our tunes are a little low. Flatline is surprisingly a bit tanky, and maybe because my hardest hitter is a red and my blue really isn't that leveled up. But I don't know, and Desaad doesn't do any damage, so it's not like he could hit her. But some of these parts, take a little bit to get through Flatline. Anyways, after witnessing the true power of death, you dare to continue denying its beauty. The hordes of the undead will keep coming and will never stop. Death is the fate of everyone that exists. I have faced Necron enough times to see how this is going to end up for you, kid. It ain't no good. It probably won't be. The good thing about death is that it always comes at the end. It just needs to happen once, like right now. Okay. So like I said, we'll put it on auto. Poison Ivy really isn't predictable, at least when it's on auto, as opposed to like where she places her taunts and stuff. If I had to do this myself, obviously I would just put it all on Black Canary, put the taunts on Black Canary and keep doing it. And it doesn't feel like the taunts last very long either. I can't remember if it said just one single turn taunt, but it feels like the second I put the taunt on her, they disappear immediately almost. But either way, we're going to have to see how it does right now, being that I'm assuming if Poison Ivy gets hit, that she's probably going to die because she's, I think, the least leveled up. Maybe Ice is a little less leveled up than Poison Ivy. They're both pretty low. I don't think they're any higher than level 60 and maybe gear 9, I think. I think I'm about on 9 with them. Those stamina ups, though, actually could help, could help with the sustain. I honestly can't remember where this overheal is coming from. I remember Desaad had an overheal, but I can't remember if he actually overhealed allies as well, or if there was something in Poison Ivy's kit that had the overheal. But here we go. This is pretty much what it comes down to. See, she just put the taunt on Ice, which is kind of interesting. They're all green, or 3 out of the 4 of them are green. So maybe that could have something to do with it. I would hope that they would copy the buffs. I hope she would do the buff copy on whatever tune had the most buffs. So, another thing I do like is that Poison Ivy's retaliation actually retaliates even on misses. So even when Black Canary, or whenever she has all those evades and she gets a miss, Poison Ivy has actually been retaliating at the same time. So that's actually kind of cool. I'll have to look at her kit again to see what it says. Oh man, she has a ton of crit, I think, right now. Tons of crit damage. Tons of crit damage boosts. I feel like if she hits any of us, we're probably might be dead. Give me a stun. Thank you. We need to put on that heal block. Come on, Desaad. See, look how... she is a bit tanky, man. She is a bit tanky. Those bleeds help, though. Those diseases and bleeds from Poison Ivy's basic. That is pretty much where the health is draining. Her turn, she gained more stamina ups. We don't have Dark Side, so we don't strip all the buffs. We just put on buff immunity. But every time she gets a turn, she gets more stamina ups. She gets more health. We just have to keep putting on those diseases and stuff. She's pretty much dead. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. It probably would have taken a lot longer if we didn't have the diseases and bleeds. But that team comp didn't do too bad. And Poison Ivy being, kind of a low level actually did really good. I really like her kit. I'm trying to get her up to level 70, gear 11, so we can do a showcase video. I haven't done any of her legendary powers just yet. Anyways, had enough. Just surrender, Nika. You have no chance against the two of us. I didn't see Robin once. Where were you, bro? Hanging out in the background? Negron will bring the universe back to its natural state, but you will be gone long before that. Until then, Damien, it was good seeing you. A little advice, kid. You need to improve your taste in girls. So they did have a thing. I thought I was right. They did have a thing. Just like his father. Ouch, bro. Low blow. Okay, so let's unlock her and check out her abilities and check out her animations and stuff like that. Flatline. Call me Flatline like you're the one you're about to have. Okay. I like her skin. It looks good. Her basic skin looks pretty good. I dig it. Her legendary one is kind of nice too. So both of them I actually really like. Now, again, like I say every video, they give you enough fragments for these hero challenges to exactly L5 it. I'm sure everybody knows that, but the ones that are just getting into it, maybe you don't know, but they do give you enough. You just have to farm it and get through it day one and farm it every single day, and it ends up being exactly enough to L5. Here we go. Legendary. Looks sick. I mean, definitely has like kind of like a Harley vibe, right? At least with the outfit, skin tone, makeup type of thing. It kind of looks like, kind of has like a Harley vibe to it, but she looks good. Interesting under the affiliations, it says Leviathan and not Black Lantern. So I don't know, man. I don't know how she's tied to Necron or whatever, but that's the first time I think I've seen Leviathan on anybody. Let's briefly cover the abilities and legendary powers and legendary orders and kind of give you my initial impressions on what I think maybe I'm going to do. And let me know in the comments what you're going to do and which one of these legendary powers you think is best. Anyways, first ability, Death Man's Chattels. Heavy damage to a single enemy, gain invisibility. The invisibility percentage goes up to 100%. Also gain 2 crit chance ups, 2 crit damage ups. I want to mention she has the highest crit in the game, 47% when maxed out. Tied for 4th with crit value at 256. So she's already got a super high crit percentage. She already has super high crit damage. And she is a super fast tune at 129, tied 11th overall. So she's fast and can certainly hit really hard already without getting these legendary points of crit chance ups, crit value, crit damage ups and stuff. But they also do help. I mean, they do help. Second ability, Grandfather's Keepsake. Damage to all enemies and gain 4 crit damage ups. So it goes from 2 to 4 when maxed out. And then legendary, apply 2 stamina ups to all allies. This is the only ability in which she buffs the entire team. She doesn't apply crit damage ups or crit chance ups to anybody else except for her. Lazarus Bequest. Heavy damage, apply 5 bleeds on a single enemy for 3 turns. That's a lot. Legendary, gain 3 crit damage ups, 3 crit chance ups. So it goes from 3 to 5 when completely maxed out. And then 4th, first passive, Matter of Life and Death. Applies 6 stamina ups on all allies at the end of her turn. If Flatline kills an enemy, she gains 50% turn meter. So at any point, if she kills an enemy, except if a passive triggers a passive, then it doesn't trigger the 50%. But if she kills any enemy on any ability, she gains 50% turn meter up. Kind of curious if maybe she killed 2 enemies, if she would gain 50 and 50. Probably not, but that would be pretty cool. Rigor Mortis for the last ability, we got 50% chance to apply 4 crit damage downs and 4 crit chance downs on all enemies at the end of her turn. So every turn she takes, 50% chance to apply crit damage downs, crit chance downs. So not only is she a crit tune, she kind of counters crit as well. Legendary, 50% chance to double bleeds on all bleeding enemies at the end of her turn. So you can certainly put her into bleed comps with this sort of passive, doubling the bleeds. Man, people will drain out quick. Now, as far as initial legendary order, at least for me, now when we're talking about the first ability, 2 crit chance ups, 2 crit damage ups, well, the third ability has 3 crit chance ups, 3 crit damage ups. I kind of would prefer the third one. The second one says apply 2 stamina ups on all allies, but her fourth ability says apply 6 stamina ups on all allies at the end of her turn. So her passive ability already applies stamina ups. I'm not sure that you necessarily need or are worried about 2 more stamina ups in the beginning when she can just apply stamina ups at the end of her turn anyway. And then as far as the 5th ability goes, while it seems like it's pretty cool, I personally don't really have any bleed teams that I would use. So it seems like a really good ability, but I just don't really have any bleed teams, so I probably wouldn't use that one. My personal opinion, I think I would go with the 4 first. I would use, if Flatline kills an enemy, she gains 50% turn meter. I think that one would be the one that I would do first. And then honestly, the more I think about it, I actually kind of do like the one, if you're going to put her in teams in which have some call assists and stuff like that in it, then 1 might be the way to go. But 3 is also the ability that you're probably like what I personally see is that I might start with the 2 first, just to be able to get crit damage ups, damage all enemies. But I also could apply or start with the 3, just depending. You're going to start with the 2 or the 3, just depending on the situation, right? Because you want to kill an enemy. So maybe you can get that heavy damage in. She's a super fast tune, so she's going to go first. I'm not sure she's going to kill somebody right out the gate. So, I mean, she might. Who really knows? But I think that I would probably start with the 2 first, just because the 3 isn't going to kill nobody. And so in that particular case, I don't know, man. I would either go 1 or 3, just depending on if you do call assist or not. But probably the 3. And then I would probably go the 1 after that if I didn't do the 1 first. So I would go 4, 3, 1. And then as far as the other 2 stamina ups or the bleeds, I'd probably do 5 and then 2. I just think that 6 stamina ups for 1 turn at the end of her turn feels like that's a lot. But then again, you know, the passive ability only triggers for 1 turn. So maybe that's not enough, and maybe you do need to have those stamina ups on 2, but that's just initial thoughts. Let's look at her ability animations in 1 speed and kind of go over them. But her ability 3, heavy damage, apply 3 bleeds. Of course, this is all with no rings put in. So this is no legendary powers. This is no rings. This isn't completely maxed out. This is just checking out her abilities and the animations. Yeah. Yo, I like the heart, how she holds up the heart and then the flat line comes across and she like crushes it. Oh, that's cool. All right. So ability 2, that looks nice. Or ability 3, that looks nice. And then Grandfather's Keepsake. Damage to all enemies, gain 2 crit chance damage ups. I like the knives. I mean, we saw plenty of that when we were going through the hero challenges, since we faced her pretty much every single time. And then her first ability, Death Man's Chattels. Heavy damage, single target, and 50% chance to gain invisibility. I love crit-based characters. I love crit-based teams. There are so many that we could put her with. So many characters, so many other tunes that are crit based. The only bad thing is that one of the biggest issues, at least for me, is Aquaman KOA. And she's a green and he gives crit immunity. Well, that is going to do it for Flatline, the Princess of Pain. Let me know in the comments how you were able to do. And we're going to start working on the alt account. We should be able to get it done. That's going to be tough though, because of the stamina up things. I mean, same thing with Alan Scott and stuff. Those stamina ups are going to be tough on my low level account because we just don't do any damage. Either way, we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Let me know how it goes and what you think about Flatline if you did level her up and all that stuff. Have a great weekend, guys. Good luck in the raids and all that. I will see y'all next time. You take it easy. We're out. Peace.